Thanks again, Wiley. That was awesome. I gotta say, one of the best parts of being on the road is the people you meet. Wiley was a great host. We had met again at the caravan in Arizona. So spent a couple days hanging out. First day I showed up, we would hit the North Shore. Had great weather, and then the next day, yesterday, rained most of the day, but we still got out and did kind of the downtown Duluth area. So it was awesome. I feel like I got a local's, taste of this Duluth, Minnesota area. Northern Minnesota is beautiful. Really, really had a nice experience here. Made some great memories, made a great new friend. It's just so cool to meet up with like-minded people and connect and share stories and really get to know each other. So that one goes down in the books for sure. Awesome. But it is time to hit the road and continue this adventure. So away we go. Okay, I'm sure many of you will let me know in the comments, but I believe we crossed over into Wisconsin when we went over the bridge. So, hello, Wisconsin. Goodbye, Minnesota. I would have thought there would have been a sign on that bridge saying, welcome to Wisconsin. We are pulling into Ashland, Wisconsin. A little lakeside day park here. Looks like a sandy little beach. It's kind of neat right up here. I mean, the shoreline is like literally... Oh, there's a little artisanal spring water. I'm going to fill up with that. The water's coming like right up to the parking lot here. That's crazy. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull in here. It looks like they got some good water. People filling up. I think I just found my place to fill up on water here. Oh, someone forgot to turn it off. Here we are again, right on the shores of Lake Superior. This is neat. It's so funny how the water just comes right up near the road here. Still a little breezy out. See some whitecaps out there. Alright, well, most of my water jugs are filled up, but I do have one container that's empty, so I'm going to go ahead and get some of this artisanal water. Not a bad deal. Down the dirt road we go. Well, I believe there should be some sort of camping opportunity down here. I was looking at the map. I saw a river. There was a little tent symbol next to it, so I'm assuming there's some camping allowed. Ooh, already I'm seeing quite a few vehicles down here. Didn't really look like campers. Let's go down this road, see what we can find. Yeah, most of these trees have already lost their leaves. Oh, got a big old puddle here. Huh, I see a smoldering fire here. Somebody must have just left there. It's a Typically try to make sure your campfire is totally out before you take off, but I love seeing all these leaves on the ground. Kind of like this right here. I'm going to pull in here. It looks like there's nobody else here, so when I start walking around, if I see another site that looks better, but for now I think I'm just going to back in here. Yeah, call that a camp. Oh, well, nothing too special here, but this will work for a night or maybe two. I believe there is a river running by here with some waterfalls, so we'll go for a little walk or bike ride, see if we can check it out. But for now, I'm just going to kick back at camp for a little bit. I've got some organizing to do in the van, so we'll get that taken care of. Do a little bit of video work, and we'll go for a little walk. Like I found a trail that goes down to the river. Well, we got a pretty long set of stairs going down here. And it sounds like water falling down there. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I think we're coming up on a waterfall here. Oh, wow. Pretty neat. I think there's a lower fall area too, so I'm gonna go see if I can find that. Love me some waterfalls. Okay, heading to the lower falls now. Looks like we got some more stairs here. That was nice to get out, go for a little walk, do some exploring around here. It's probably just going to be an overnight camp. Be moving on tomorrow morning. Pretty cool. Well, it is a nice cool afternoon here, so I am ready to mix up some lunch. I feel like something nice and hot to warm me up. So I'm going to make some ramen. I just wanted to show this because I know a lot of people, if they do ramen, they get those cheap, 20-cent Nissin top ramens. Those things are just loaded with a ton of preservatives and extra sodium. And I just wanted to show, I usually use a more simple ramen noodle. It's just the noodles by themselves. And if you look at the ingredients compared to the other basic top ramens, it's so much simpler. Organic wheat, water, and sea salt. That's it. And you just boil water and then let them soak for about 3 minutes and they're good to go. And then I like to make my own broth because they don't come with the little seasoning packet. That just, in those top ramens, there's a big paragraph of ingredients, MSG, all sorts of other crap. Yeah, it's tasty, but it's super not good for you. So I like to make my own broth. I'll usually use like low sodium soy sauce, or if you can find it, Bragg's liquid aminos, which is like a soy sauce alternative, although it's got about half the sodium that even a low sodium soy sauce has, but the flavor is much richer. So I like to use that. Mix it with some other seasonings, and I also use this mushroom seasoning, which is kind of hard to find unless you're near an Asian market. And this is just mushroom powder, salt, and mushroom extract, and it's got a super rich, good flavor. It's great to make your own broth, add to make your own broth. So I add that too, and then I like to do up some thinly sliced carrot and then some green onion or scallions, and yeah, a few other seasonings, and it ends up being really good. I also like to put an egg in it. I'll just drop an egg towards the end, and it just cooks in the broth, and man, it turns out really good. Nice, quick, easy, hot meal. So much better for you than that other types of top ramen. So let's get started. Alright, we'll get that water to a boil, and we'll start adding my other ingredients there to get the broth going. I'm going to go ahead and add this liquid amino now, or basically soy sauce, and a little bit of that mushroom seasoning. It's hard to find this in a smaller package, but I use it quite a bit, so I'll get the big bag because that's usually all I can find. And just about a tablespoon is enough, or half tablespoon. And then I'll kind of taste it because the soy sauce is going to be a little salty too, so I don't want it to have it too salty. Okay, so that's getting warm there. I am going to go ahead and add my carrots, soften those up a little bit, and then also my green onions. And sometimes I'll do this with the meat. I'll cook up some chicken and slice it real thin and add that to it. But because I'm doing the egg, that's going to be kind of my protein. And yeah, I'm just going to let those veggies soften up a little bit as that continues to reach a boil. And I'm probably going to add a little bit of chili powder. I like it just a little bit of spice, but not too much. So some chili powder. What else can I add to that? Probably just a little bit of coriander, ground coriander, and maybe a little bit of cumin. Oh, I know what I also add too, a little bit of sesame oil, just a tiny bit. Sesame oil is really strong for me, so I just like a couple little, that was more than a couple drops, but it'll still be good. Now that's come to a boil, so I can add my noodles and egg. Get a little shot of the broth I've got mixed up there. Okay, now that that's boiling, I'm going to add my noodles. Let them soften up just a little bit while the heat is still on, so I can mix them up a little bit, and then I'll drop that egg in there. Cover it, turn off the heat, and just let it sit for like 3 or 4 minutes, and it'll be enough to cook the egg. I like the yolk to be still quite soft, and that turns out to be a darn good bowl of ramen. Okay, so those noodles have just softened up enough to break up the little puck there. And I just take and crack an egg right in the middle. And try not to disturb it so it just, the yolk stays whole. And then I'll let that come up to a boil again before I shut the heat off, because that cold egg is going to bring the temperature down. Cover it. Just wait another 30 seconds or so. That should come to a boil. Then I'll just turn the heat off and let it sit. Then I'll just kind of check it every now and then. And start eating it when the egg looks like it's just how I like the egg, which is a runny yolk. Got the whites are nice and cooked. And we will call that lunch. I've got some cilantro too. I'll probably add a couple little, pieces of cilantro in there to top it off. Good to go. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. Oh yeah. Nice. That egg looks like it's to my liking there. A little soft still. Alright, there's the finished product. Egg is just a little runny, just how I like it. That, to me, is a darn good looking bowl of ramen. All right, let's try this out. Just the warm bowl on my hands feels good. Oh, that works. Oh, I love the carrot and green onion. Just a little bit of cilantro. That egg is just perfect. I'll tell you that mushroom seasoning is the magic ingredient. You gotta watch out though. I've seen some of that mushroom seasoning that has MSG in it. So I seek out the one that doesn't have the MSG. And man, it just adds so much flavor. That little bit of sesame oil. I'm feeling warmer already. Well, it was a nice day today, out hiking around, checking out the waterfalls. Coming back into the van for a nice little warm bowl of soup here. Can't beat it. Well, I really do appreciate y'all following along on my journey here, joining me on my adventures. Probably going to continue to head east for a little bit through Michigan, through the Upper Peninsula there, and then start dropping south. Probably going to pop in on Kelly at her seasonal job, visit her for a couple days, and then continue to slowly make my way south. It's getting a little chilly up here. I'm probably going to hit a little bit of snow here and there, but that's all right. I really do want to enjoy it up here as long as possible before I make my way south. And this winter, we're going to do things a little differently. I'm not going to be heading to Arizona to quartzsite like I have been in the past years. We'll be going to the southeast instead and exploring around that area and bringing you guys all along. So I hope you continue to join me, and I hope you're doing well out there. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Peace.